This video is summary of excellent book by Vanny Baker, Achieving Success with Social Capital, Tapping the Hidden Resources in Your Personal and Business Networks. This book talks about what is social capital, how can you use your social capital, how can you evaluate your social capital, how can you build your entrepreneurial network, and how can you use social capital as a competence for your organization. We all understand what financial capital is and what it can do. Similarly, social capital is basically the resource available through your contacts. It can be knowledge, it can be idea, lead, financial capital, power, influence, goodwill, trust, and cooperation, and many more. And why it is important? Because it can help you in achieving your personal success, business success, even a happy and satisfying life. Some of the benefits are given below. Now we understand what is social capital. Let's understand what this social capital can do on the quality of life which we are living. Social capital can help you in increasing your happiness, your health, and in fact, it also help in increasing your lifespan. Better network improves health, wealth, and happiness. Three most important thing every human being on this planet is aspiring for. To understand what this social capital can do, there is some ethics of using this social capital. First, people will come and go out of your life, but you should never look for exploiting your connection. But you should be always ready to support, and you'll certainly get help in return. The writer says that you should not judge your network based on your mental map, that how many people are in contact with me. But there is defined process for which you need to go through the book. Also, you need to understand that your network should not be large in number, but it should be open, where most of the people in your network are not interrelated, but they are from different sphere of the lives. Here writers talk about the composition of the network. He emphasizes that your network should be diverse. You can either have a small network, you can have a large network, but one thing need to be ensured that it should be diverse. Obviously, there can be some constraint like defined here in building a network, but building network is a skill, and anyone, regardless of personality, can improve this skill. People always have lot of expectation from their network or from their social capital. They are always intended what they can take out from their social capital, but whereas the writer emphasized that it should be either way around. Whereas the real motive for expanding a network should be what I can give to this network, what I can give to the people. In fact, the writer emphasized that each and every individual in this world is just separated by 6 degrees. Now, how can you increase your social network? How can you make it large? In fact, for individuals, you can join local business group, teach a course, you can become active in an association, you can find a web-enabled community, you can volunteer for charitable activities, you can invest in your own personal community. Whereas for organization members, you need to sit in the right place, find dual roles, rotate job, join multiple functional communities, take advantage of educational and training opportunities, go for a global assignments, and many more things. Writer emphasized that if you are discomfortable in approaching new individuals, consider that discomfort is good. Also emphasize that behavior first, attitude later. Don't think that I'll do this, I'll do that, then I'll expand my network. Start right now. Also see what network opportunities are available. Seek small wins, celebrate your small wins. If you have contacted a new person for the first time, celebrate that. Also make a contract that how can you start that. Writer also talk about power of reciprocity. Whatever you will give to your network, it will certainly come back to you. Keep doing good and good will happen to you. He also said that invest in your social capital. Find gaps or help wherever you need. Also try to make yourself 100% available when you are interacting with any individual. Rather than making that as a contact, make sure that is a human contact. What can be the probable reasons for defect in social capital? In fact, fail to convert human encounter into human movement, where you are available physically but you are not available mentally. Fail to save the contact in your phone book. Fail to share your information. If you are late for the meeting, if you fail to attend association meeting, fail to send thank you note, delay in updating contact manager, or contacting your old contact once a week. In context of social capital for organization, writer emphasized that organization need to be flat and fluid for ensuring right social capital. Social architecture and condition of interaction is also important. How you have designed the building, how the office is been designed, what are the chances they are giving for people to interact, and also the three key focus area for ensuring that right kind of social capital in the organization. We need to give equal importance to human capital and social capital. While generating any employee value, we should always focus on what social capital he is carrying along with what human capital he has. Thank you so much.